Good morning, one and all. Dear students, last class we can be discuss about the reproduction in animals. You all know about the reproduction is the one of the important character of the all living organisms to generate their generation to one generation to another generation, and also those are the survival in the life. They can be fit in the life also. They can be reproduced the young ones. The main intention of the reproduction is their generation should be the one generation to another generation. There will be variety in the organism also we can be seen. So you already discussed about the what is the meaning of reproduction. So it is the produce the young ones resemble to the same characteristics of the organism, that is we can define as the reproduction. Either in animals or you can be seen the human beings. It is also one of the characters we can be seen. So last class we can be discuss about the how should be the male reproductive system should be different from the female reproductive system. So in case of the male we can be seen in the sperms, in case of the female we can be seen in the ova. So after fertilization means what we call as the, that is we can be called as the zygote development, is it? So now we can be discuss about the, we already discussed about the fertilization under we can be external fertilization and internal fertilization, is it? So now how should be the development of embryo? So fertilization is what? So it means the fusion of the male and female gametes within the body or outside the body also, that is that can be called as the fertilization. After fertilization what happens? So first of all we can be called as the zygote formation. So the male and female gametes which are fused together, that is we can be called as the zygote. So under development of the embryo, what are the stages we can be seeing? So first of all the zygote should be divided repeatedly to give rise to the ball of the cells. So the cells should be continuously, they will be divided to that one, they can be formed like a balls of the cells. So maybe two cells should be converted into 4 to 16, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, like that the cells should be repeatedly divided to that one, they can be formed like a ball like a cells. So after that what happen? So when the cells are formed that one, the cells should be began to group of cells. The cells again they can be, the number of the cells should be very high. So then what happen? It is a formation of the group of cells, that is we can be called as the tissue. So you already know that tissue means it is a group of cells which perform a definite function, that is we can be called as the tissue. After tissues they can be forming organs. So like ear, nose, eyes, heart, kidney, like that type of the organ should be developed. So group of tissue which perform a definite organs, definite functions, that is we can be called as the organs. So after organ system it should be forming embryo. So maybe the child should be started to develop, means first 2 months or 3 months we can be seeing the this type of the cells should be continuously continuously they can be formation. Afterward one they can be formed to the tissue to the organ to they will form to the organ system. That organ system means we can be called as the embryo stage. So then what happened? The embryo get embedded in the wall of the uterus for the development. After embryo should be formation, it means some eyes, ears, like that organ should be formed. After development of that one, the embryo should be get embedded in the wall of the uterus for the development. So whatever further development is there, the gestation period is there. So maybe 7 or 6 months or remaining months or remaining time, what we call that one, that should be developed in the embedded in the wall of the uterus for the development. So after gradually development of the in embryo stage or in uterus, what we call that one. So here it should be further development of the human organs. If you take down the humans means there will be developed the leg, head, eyes, ears. So this type of the some organs should be developed inside the uterus. So the stage of the embryo in which all parts of the body identified by the foetus. So whatever these organs we can be observed in this stage. So this is we can be called as the foetus regions. So in foetus means whatever they can be nourished as the food and oxygen should be through the placenta through the mother cells. So this foetus should be complete to the mother gives birth baby. After foetus should be completed, after 9 months they can be completed. So whatever nutrition they can be give to the mother also they should be transferred to the foetus regions. So they can be give to the mother give birth young baby. After the gestation period should be completed, they can be give birth to young ones. So this is the development of the embryo you can be observed. So first of all, the zygote should be divided repeatedly in the cells. They can be divided that one again they can be form a group of cells. After cells they can be completely divided that one they can be formed to the tissue, then organ. Lastly we can be seen in the organ system. The embryo get embedded in the wall of uterus. The further development gradually it can be developed the leg, head, eyes, ears. After this stage should be completed, we can be observed in the foetus regions. So in pregnancy period, whatever you can be seen, the oxygen or nutrients, whatever you can be eat, that one they can be passed to the this foetus region. After completing the foetus stage, the mother give to the birth young ones. So this is in the case of the human beings. So next, in chicks or hen, how should be they form? So you already know that they were egg laying birds, is it? The egg should be the outer shell should be hard covering, that is you can be called as the calcium. Hence it should be the very hard. So you already know about the awareness about they will be hatches too, because of the maybe 21 days also they can be due to the continuously heat to the that egg. After that one the egg should be the hatches, is it? So here also same like that. In after internal fertilization, the soon after fertilization again here also the zygote should be divided repeatedly. So repeatedly means the cells should be continuously divided repeatedly and travels down to the oviduct. After that one we can be travel to the oviduct of the birds. So then there can be many protective layers should be formed. That is we can be called as the blastula stage, or we can be called as the blastula stage. After that one they can be formed to the gastrula stage. So after that one they can be hard shell should be formed. So the hard shell should be formed means because of the calcium that should be helpful for the they can be formed to the hard shell, developing the embryo. Like that in our body how should be the form. So like that it should be also development of the embryo. The egg is the hen is finally hatches to the lay the eggs. Lastly after 21 days they can be hatches. The chick should be developed with the egg. After that one the egg should be developed, is it? So this is the how should be the chick formation in the embryo stage. So next one is in animal, whatever which are animals we can be seen in the external fertilization. So external fertilization means the animals which can be developed in the embryo in the outside the body, that is we can be called as the external fertilization. So here also the development should be take place the outside the female body, hence we can be called as the external fertilization. So embryo continue growth with the egg coverings. So if you observe the like a crocodiles or some type of the reptiles, is it snakes, crocodiles? So this type of the animals should be found to the external fertilization. They develop in the outside the body. So after that one, the embryo continues to the egg. The egg should be called as the it can be hatches return. That should be found to the many small kids you can be seen into the animals also. So after embryo should be development. Embryo development means it should be hatches. So here we can be seen into the two different types. We can be seen one is oviparous animals, another one is we can be called as the viviparous animals. So what is the difference between these oviparous and viviparous animals? Almost all mammals we can be called as the viviparous animal. So we cannot be heard about the cow, dog, cat. They cannot be due to the any egg laying, is it? So almost all mammals we can be called as those are the milk nourishing animals, we can be called as the mammals. So that should be the give birth to young ones and nourishing their milk also. That is we can be called as the viviparous animals. So maybe all mammals, cow, human beings, cat, dog, they can be give birth to young ones. Else we can be called as the viviparous animals. So next one is oviparous animals. So what are the oviparous animals? So oviparous means those are the egg laying animals. That is we can be called as the oviparous animals. So after egg laying they can be hatches them. There will be development of the embryo. After that one they can be hatches. So maybe some of the we can be called as the whatever reptiles or crawling type of the animals, tortoise, crocodile, snakes. So this type of and also some of all birds, they are all we can be called as the oviparous animals. So in case of the external fertilization also, so how should be the formation of the some young adult or larva should be converted into adult stage. So in 7th standard you already discussed about the life cycle of the silkworm, is it? So there are the 4 stages we can be observed in this silkworm. So maybe first of all they can be eat the mulberry plants, they can be hatched the eggs, is it? So after egg they can be converted into, it can be called as the larva or it can be called as the caterpillar stage. So after caterpillar stage we can be called as the pupa. So pupa, after pupa should be completely development they can be outgrowth, that is we can be called as the mostly we can be seen in the adult stage. So after pupa stage they will be converted into adult, then they can be formed to the some silkworms, is it? So this is the we can be seen in the silkworm life cycle. So like that also, if you observe the frog, here also the fertilization should be take place outside the body. So there will be numerous or million of the eggs should be also laying, but they cannot be survival. But because of the whatever freshwater animals are there, they can be the eat the other animals should the these eggs. So this is also survival condition cannot be seen in the egg. So here also whatever they lay the eggs, they after fertilization they can be formed to the tadpole or we can be called as the larva stage. The young frog, whatever you can be called, that one is, that is it can be called as the tadpole or it can be called as the larva. So it should be continuously swimming in the water. So after several days they can be converted into young frog, that is we can be called as the adult stage. So frog should be the first they lay the eggs, after that one they can be converted into tadpoles. So tadpoles means or we can be called as the larva. So the larva should be converted into adult stage. So this completed process we can be called as the metamorphosis stage. So what is the meaning of the metamorphosis stage? The young ones, the development of the young ones or the egg which can be converted into larva, the larva which can be converted into adult frog, that process we can be called as the metamorphosis stage. So metamorphosis stage means all type of the animals we can be observed to this type of the metamorphosis stage. So whatever the larva or egg which can be hatches done, they can be converted into young ones, that is we can be called as the metamorphosis stage. So this is we can be seen in the lower form of the animals. So this is the brief explanation of the how should be the development of the embryo, and also in the chicks or hen after fertilization how should be the embryo formed to the development of the embryo. So like that in animals, oviparous animals and viviparous animals, how should be the they be resembled to like that, and also how should be the differentiate between the viviparous and oviparous animals. Lastly, we can be discussing about the metamorphosis stage or how should be the young ones to the adult should be formation. All this we can be discussing about in this session. So next class we can be discussing about the asexual reproduction. What is the meaning of the asexual reproduction? What are the stages we can be seeing in the asexual reproduction? All this we can be discussing about the next session. Thank you and all.